Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Titanic video. As you can see, we've made some very good progress. B deck is now done. As you all know, this is about where the last update came out on the other Titanic. Don't worry, we're still on track to finish this one. I am gonna do, once I've got the first class lounge in, which I'm pretty sure is where I stopped, I'm going to go ahead and do a video comparing the two and contrasting, if I remember to. But, yeah, that's about it. Overall, the ship is doing really well. Let's go over what is new. First of all, and most noticeably, we've got the forward mast. I haven't put the after mast in yet because we don't have the base of the deck. But we do have capstans, anchor chains, the crane, winches, all that good stuff. So now we have a good chunk of... We actually have like a spot you can go to and basically see like, oh, this is kind of what the finished ship is going to really like feel like. And it's really just like this, pacing this area up here. Got the first set of this staircase that goes up to the boat deck, and then first class cabins. Lots of first class cabins. This deck is almost entirely just cabins. Here we have the forward grand staircase, and then we have these side areas, little boarding spots, and then we have the private promenades, as well as the actual cabins that belong to those private promenades, and of course they also come with their own bathrooms. Overall, just kind of like, here, this is the latest and greatest, and, you know, the most fancy of the cabins. There are two of them. I believe one belonged to the Strauss family and one belonged to the owner of the company chairman, J. Bruce Ismay. So I don't remember which one belonged to who, though. Actually, no, I think that one would have been the Strauss, and that one would have been Ismay. Because this is the one Jack and Rose had in the movie, and Jack and Rose had Ismay's cabin. So, walking down this hallway, got not much, honestly. It's just cabins, lots of cabins. This is a spot for the expansion joint, which I'm actually gonna try something out here. Actually, why should there have been like a spot for the other? Oh, there was. I just didn't build it. That's lovely. Let me see if I can fix that. Or let me see. Maybe I put a hallway there like there should be. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So this is about where the forward expansion joint is supposed to be. I think I can recover this. Because I want to do something, so we're going to kind of have to... Well, that's not good. I'm going to turn this into like another locker. But basically, for like the 3 people who watch this channel that don't know what an expansion joint is, it is a little rubber basically cut in the ship's superstructure. I'm not sure if I won't have it go along the floor, but and we'll put the door here. Actually, where does this one go? Okay, yeah, okay. Can't quite do it that far, but we can get it like up to here. But basically, it allows the ship to basically expand and contract in a storm. That way, the superstructure isn't being, or the ship's structure isn't being stressed as much when the ship like rides over waves. How does it look? It's very noticeable. Maybe I shouldn't. Not sure if I like that. You know, I don't. But it is accurate. It is more accurate. We'll keep it, I guess. Problem is, they're not meant to be that thick. But it's Minecraft, so there's not really much I can do about that. But now time to do that to the other side. And then we'll have to do lamp repair. Alright, and that'll just about cover that little piece of the ship's history. Yeah, those are basically going to run the rest of the way up the ship, so they're going to look a little funny, but overall, I think the effect is worth it. Anyway, so with those added, probably I guess the big working thing for this video, we also have a couple other things. I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure you guys can see. We have the a la carte restaurant, or actually the lobby for the a la carte restaurant, as well as the after grand staircase. We have Cafe Parisian, and then we have the actual a la carte restaurant, which, I mean, it's not like as, you know, kind of over the top as the real life one was. I couldn't quite figure out how to fit the golding in, and I made a couple mistakes. Well, that's fine. The room looks fine, so it's not perfect, but it'll get the job done. We then have the actual like kitchen and all that stuff, storage, that kind of thing. Then we have the second class open promenade, as well as, you know, this little section here. We have, and where you can get another view and basically get the vibe for what this project is going to be like when it's actually finished. Overall, I think it's coming along pretty well. We have the after second class staircase, the second class smoking room, and then the forward second class staircase. And that's about it. So, obviously this portion of the ship is coming together very nicely. We've got the cargo hatch here. It's not perfect. It's a little longer than it's supposed to be, but it is better than the other Titanic I was building. So, or at least I think it is. Well, I guess I'll leave that up to you when we're doing the compare and contrast, which is going to be coming a lot sooner than you guys think. Then we have, you know, the afterwell deck and the poop deck. We've got this whole area. And yeah, it's about that. So, what is there to look at? Well, starting from, or what is there to look at on C deck now that we have lights on the ship? This would have been a perfect time for it to go from day to night, but it waited, so. We're going to go ahead and check out C deck real quick. First of all, there's these staircases here. I don't know. There's not really much to show for them, so. We have the crew galleys, or the crew mess halls. If you're looking alright. We've got these like storage locker areas. Actually, I think one of them's a fan room. So I was wrong. And then we have, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that. Then we have the anchor chains and capstan machinery, as well as the little hatch. Now, it's basically impossible to get over there. But you can. That's what that looks like from the inside. And then we have the hatch that goes down to the storerooms in the bow, which go all the way down here. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to go like a deck or two lower, but I straight up cannot fit another room down there. So, that's mostly just because Minecraft's walls are at minimum a meter thick. Then we have this room, which is kind of an amalgamation of a couple of rooms because I didn't quite have room to put all of them in. We have the stairs that go down to these sets of crew quarters, as well as the storeroom and the ladder that goes all the way up to the crow's nest, which has been redesigned once or twice. You can't actually go up there. I had to redesign it from what it originally looked like, so it had these little lips, so you could actually get over here and hit the bell. And, yeah. This is your grand view of the ship. And, the ocean in front of you. Alright. We also have the crew galley, as well as the, a little bit more of the crew mess hall. I think there's a room over here. Okay, no. Oh, those are just capstans. Okay, so that's it for this deck, but basically this means that the entire, like, forward hatch, as well as this entire section of the ship with the fireman's quarters and all that stuff, is done, as well as the third class open space down being completed, which is really nice. And I don't just mean completed in the sense of, Like, it's got a roof over it, but, you know, there's still some stuff above it that needs to be done. No, like, from the third class open space forward is done, like, completely. So, that's pretty nice. For C deck, we're gonna for the forward part, or the after part of C deck, we're just gonna kind of go from here at forward, just because it's a little bit easier, less going up and down. Also, did you know the staircase existed? I didn't know the staircase existed, but it is nice. So, here we have the steering gear, as well as the storeroom and this bedroom, as well as an escape hatch that goes all the way down to the keel of the ship. So this is an escape hatch you'd be taking if you were somehow caught in the propeller shaft tunnel when the ship started to sink, or, you know, the watertight doors closed for any other reason. Oh. And, yeah, it's a pretty long way down, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Heading forward, we have the third class lounge. Oh, I forgot to close that door. And that one. As well as the third class smoking room. Both of which I think look pretty alright. There's also like a little storage closet here. Heading downstairs, we've got... Oh wait, no, I said we weren't doing that, because that deck's already been shown off. Heading forward, we have, once again, the well deck. Then we have the second class enclosed promenade, which runs like all the way around this little section of the ship. Again, it's a little bigger than it should be, but overall it's not the worst thing. We also have just the actual interiors. So going in here, we have the second class main lounge and library. Then we go forward and have the second class stairs. Overall, it's going pretty well. Looks about like it should. Oh, and here we have the hospital and the surgery table. And, you know, down here we have, as per usual, the rest of the hospital. Then we have cabins. Lots and lots of first-class cabins. Oh, boy. Oh, and here's a section of the ship I forgot to detail. That's great. I thought I had done this already. So the lighting does get a little awkward here. I think that's about how it is on the other side. The lighting does get a little awkward here, but it is overall alright, I think. Anyway. Oh, wait. There we go. So, heading further aft, we run into the lowest deck of the afterground staircase, which we have the barber shop, which is definitely less grand than its real-life counterpart. And the maid and valet salon, which, if I recall, this place is kind of one of those places that has a lot of guesswork put into it, so I guess that could be right. Then we have this crew stairwell here. We have more cabins. Tons more cabins. Oh my god, so many cabins. You know, like, kind of like C deck, or kind of like B deck. It's basically just oops all cabins. But some of them look really nice. Like, we'll go over to the other side and see one that's pretty neat. You know, the Empire cabin and the this cabin. I tried to do it justice, but I don't think I really did. There's also one more like style of roof that I guess I could show off, and it is this. And yeah, that pretty much does it for cabins. Here we have the first class purser's office and just cabins and all that sorts of stuff. Stairs down to D deck now have like something looking up they can look up to, which is really neat. We're actually approaching the top of the grand staircase just as a whole. Pretty sure there's a lantern that's supposed to be there, and we are getting a lot closer to that. I'll need to start figuring out what to put those paintings. Then we have these other, also first class cabins. And a wandering trader. We also have this pretty interesting spot. Look out that way. Look out the boat deck. One of these cabins has, two of these cabins have like terrible window porthole views. That just looks into the crane. But you know, it's overall going pretty nice. That's actually about it. The ship is almost done. I basically have to do A deck, the boat deck, and I have to do like catwalks and stuff for the engine rooms. And that is literally it. Like, this ship is quite close to being done, and I am actually going to finish this one. I have a lot of hope for this one. I feel like once it's done, it is going to look like the Titanic. So, yeah, that's about it. I will see you all in the next one, which is probably going to be just kind of comparing this model to its predecessor. And yeah, bye-bye.